The Crimson Reckoning. The vast expanse of the Oryx Expanse was a graveyard of forgotten ships, derelict stations, and the whispered legends of fortunes lost. Few dared venture into its depths, except for those who thrived in the shadows of the law. Among them was Captain Rena Cade, infamous pirate and master of the Crimson Reckoning, a sleek corvette with enough firepower to rival a small war fleet. Rena wasn't just any outlaw, she was hunting for the greatest prize in the known galaxy, the Celestine Vault, a hidden cache of pre-human artifacts, rumored to hold technology capable of reshaping entire star systems. But she wasn't the only one searching. The brutal warlord Varro Kane, leader of the Void-born Marauders, had put out a bounty so high that every rogue, mercenary, and scavenger from the galactic rim to the core was looking for the vault. If Kane got his hands on it first, entire worlds would burn, with her ragtag crew of misfits, including the cybernetically enhanced pilot Jax 7, the exiled noble-turned-gunslinger Lyra Vale, and the eccentric alien hacker Skrilv. Rena set course for the dead system of Xiphos 9, the last known location of an ancient star map leading to the vault. But before they could even reach the system, a trap was sprung that a squadron of sleek, black-hulled fighters with Kane's insignia dropped out of hyperspace. Weapons hot. "Looks like we've got company," Jax 7 muttered, gripping the ship's controls. Rena smirked, tightening the straps on her combat harness. "Let's give them a proper pirate's welcome." The Starborn heist the map to madness. The neon glow of the asteroid outpost flickered like a dying star. Varga Kane, infamous smuggler and self-proclaimed treasure hunter, leaned over a stained holotable in the rusted Nova Cantina, swirling a glass of questionable liquid. His cybernetic eye zoomed in on the translucent map projected before him, its coordinates pulsing like a heartbeat. "You're telling me this is real?" he asked, glancing at the hooded figure across from him. The informant nodded, fingers twitching as if he wanted to bolt. "Real as the scars on your face, Kane. The Vault of Xiphos, untouched, unbroken, and loaded with pre-drift artifacts. But you're not the only one looking." Varga chuckled, sliding a few credits across the table. "I wouldn't have it any other way." Before the informant could grab them, the cantina doors burst open. A group of heavily armed mercs stomped in, their leader, a towering reptilian Zelther, scanning the room. "Varga Kane," the brute snarled, shouldering a plasma rifle. "Hand over the map, and I'll consider letting you crawl out of here." Varga grinned, already reaching for his blaster. "See, the problem with that offer is, I like my maps." Blaster fire erupted. The Devil's Deal. Varga dove behind an overturned table as bolts of plasma tore through the cantina. The patrons scattered, except for one. Captain Rhine Vost sat calmly at the bar, sipping her drink as if this were an everyday occurrence. With her midnight black trench coat, scarred knuckles, and reputation as the deadliest pirate in the outer reaches, she was not someone to be ignored. Varga peeked over his cover, locking eyes with her. "Voss," he called out over the gunfire. "You still owe me for that job on Arcanis Prime." Rhine smirked, finished her drink, and smoothly drew her twin-pulse pistols. "I hate owing debts." She opened fire. The cantina became a war zone. Between Rhine's precision shots and Varga's reckless cunning, the mercenaries fell back. The Zelther leader, snarling in frustration, detonated a smoke grenade and disappeared. As silence settled, Rhine holstered her pistols and sauntered over. "Now, Kane, what's this about a map?" Varga dusted himself off and grinned. "The Vault of Xiphos. You in?" Rhine leaned in, her eyes gleaming with greed. "I'd be a fool not to be." Chapter 3, The hunt begins. Their journey led them to the lawless asteroid field known as the Shattered Veil, where wrecked warships drifted like tombstones. Docked aboard Rhine's ship, the Black Star, they examined the map. "The vault's on Xiphos 9, Varga said, pointing to a desolate world marked by ancient conflicts. "Buried deep in an old war facility. Problem is, we're not the only ones who want it." Rhine leaned back. "Who else?" As if to answer, an alert flashed on the ship's comms. A distorted voice crackled through. "Attention, thieves. This is Lord Malachar of the Crimson Fang. The Vault of Xiphos is mine. Turn back, or be turned to dust." Rhine smirked. "Looks like we've got competition." Varga holstered his blaster. Then we better move fast. With a roar of the ship's engines, the race for the greatest treasure in the galaxy began.